What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hybrid Network and another DC Extended Universe topic video. And if you're watching this, then you might have already heard that sadly earlier in the week we found out that Rick Famuyiwa, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, please correct me in the comments if that's the wrong pronunciation, but Rick Famuyiwa has left The Flash from DC Films. And this was actually a story broken by The Hollywood Reporter, and he had a lot of things to say in it, but I think the biggest thing to take away from it is this quote saying, "I pitched a version of the film in line with my voice, humor, and heart. While it's disappointing that we couldn't come together creatively on the project, I remain grateful for the opportunity. I will continue to look for opportunities to tell stories that speak to a fresh generational, topical, and multicultural point of view. I wish Warner Brothers, DC, John Berg, Jeff Johns, and Ezra Miller all the best as they continue their journey into the Speed Force." Words that definitely sort of break our hearts, just seeing this great director depart from this project in creative differences. But the more interesting thing to focus on here is that Rick Famuyiwa is actually the second director that left The Flash over creative differences. And according to The Hollywood Reporter, their sources were saying that he was trying to make a movie with a little bit more edge than Warner Brothers was looking for. So that kind of begs the question, two directors leave over creative differences. What exactly is the state of being that the Flash movie is in? What is going on with this movie? There's been several rumors, none of them confirmed, but we can maybe take them with a little bit of a grain of salt that the Warner Brothers executives are having a little bit of trouble trying to sort of create a movie different from the television series. At the same time, when we back it up, some of their movies have had this sort of edge to them that some people just aren't really responding to. Now, whether or not the actual edginess of a movie is what makes it, not enjoyable or just not really working as a film is up for debate. I personally think that movies can have a little bit of darkness to them and a little bit of a harder sort of edge to it, and it works out fine. I just think Warner Brothers still needs to find that perfect balance. But I think that Rick Famuyiwa was definitely looking to just go with a different sort of direction for The Flash. Warner Brothers was probably just not feeling it, and they unfortunately just couldn't come together. But this just kind of brings up the question, what are they looking for? Because two directors leave this movie, and it's all just kind of based around the idea that they just can't come up with a singular vision. So what does Warner Brothers want exactly for this movie? I mean, are they betting a lot on this movie? Are they just desperate to make sure this one is right? There's a lot of stuff riding on The Flash just because the TV shows made like a huge headlines in the CW universe. But I think also more than that, we have to look at the release date schedule for The Flash was slated for, I think, March of 2018, with two directors leaving and it being November now. And I think production on the movie was supposed to start next year in March, I believe, in 2017, so it could get out for its release date. With another director out now and just all the preparations that need to be made with a new voice coming on board, I feel like the Flash movie is gonna have to be postponed at this point, and that's a shame. Definitely is a shame, because I was really looking forward to a Flash movie, but it really makes you wonder what exactly was the direction that they're going for with this movie. And I definitely think they're just having trouble finding exactly what they want the movie to be, because again, the TV series is doing such a great job personifying this character and just doing great things with him in that universe, that to do a movie, you really have to work hard to make it separate from that voice. But at the same time, people like that version of the character on TV, so maybe they're thinking it's got to be some sort of similarity because you want to draw more people into it. The Flash is just in a very weird place right now, and I think more than anything, the television series is really kicking its ass right now. Like, it's just making it so hard to develop a film that's both different and familiar for this character. They've already pretty much identified him for a generation of people. It's been on for about 2 years now. So the Flash movie as it stands right now seems to be in a very weird place, as it's battling what's coming before it, and it's also trying to make a new voice. And we have directors that are coming in and they're just struggling to really kind of come to terms with Warner Brothers on what they should do for a movie, because either it's too out there or it's too familiar or it's just not really what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to streamline it with the universe. They want to make it its own thing. There's a lot of factors that can really go into this movie, but as it stands, I think as it stands right now, the Flash movie is just gonna have to be postponed, I think, a little bit, just to kind of figure out what exactly they want to do with this character. I don't think it's gonna be canceled. That would be ridiculous. I feel like there's so much you can do with a Flash movie. There's a lot of ways to make it different from a TV show, but I mean, again, it's very difficult to really kind of find out exactly what you can do to make it really stand out. We still have Aquaman coming out. We still have the Batman movie, although that doesn't have a release date yet. But in the long run, I feel like Warner Brothers, the Flash is very important because he's been such a big name these past few years, and he's really kind of broken grounds in pop culture that they have to really think more about the movie than they ever had to before. There's got to be more preparation put into it. There's got to be more appealing. There's got to be more kind of groundbreaking effects. They just have to come up with a story that I think really fits the character and serves to be fresh while at the same time keeping with that tradition of a familiar space that people have already been introduced to. I don't really agree with the idea that the Flash is doomed. I just think it's in a little bit of a quagmire right now, and it's trying to figure its way out. And executives and Jeff Johns and everyone, they're desperately trying to figure out what to do with the movie. And you know, I can't blame them. I don't think anyone can blame them, because I don't think anyone expected The Flash to be as big as it was. And now that it is, it seems like the TV show is its worst enemy. For the movie anyway. But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Is this spelling trouble for the DC Flash movie, or is it just a little bit of a hiccup on the road to the eventual creation of the movie? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And if you want to see more of our original content, like our comic reviews, our character bios, our super sciences, our podcasts, and many more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to get all that stuff as it comes out. We'll see you guys next time on the next DC Extended Universe topic video. Peace.